events of the future. Now, I want you to follow now. If inspiration says I am to prepare, then I don't come up with an idea on how to prepare. I don't know if you're following what I'm saying. If inspiration says prepare, then who must tell me how to prepare? Who must tell me? God. Or inspiration, I must find that in inspiration, whether the Bible or whether the spirit of prophecy. Now I want you to see what she says. I'm going to have to build a case, but I will just share the quotation and maybe we can just share what it says, quickly pause and pray and get into the message. Now, I want you to see what she says in the second quote now. She says, before I share it, actually let me set up our minds with that quotation so that we see it. In the book Great Controversy, page 605, GC, you can just put GC and you can write 605, GC 605. Ellen White is speaking about the National Sunday Law, and I want you to see what she says. She is going to give us, she's going to tell us what the National Sunday Law is, or the mark of the beast, in connection with my eternal destiny. Listen to what she says. She says the Sabbath will be the great test of loyalty. What is going to be the great test of loyalty? Sabbath. The Sabbath. It's going to be the great test of loyalty. She says, for it is the point of truth especially controverted. When the final test, what test? Final test is brought to bear upon men. She says there will be a clear line of separation between those who serve God and those who serve Him not. Now, question, beloved, I want to ask you a question. Based on that quotation, what is inspiration telling me is the Sabbath test or the National Sunday Law test? What is she telling me? What test does she say that test is?
Sabbath.
So last.
Did we get that? She first calls it the great test of loyalty. First sentence. Then second test, she says final test. Now friends, let me on to this. If you're in school, just so we're all on one page. If you're in school and your teacher comes to you and your teacher says to you, we were all in school one time, and she says to you, I'm going to give you your final test tomorrow. Question. After that test, are you expecting any other test? No, there's no more test. Now, do you know what the word probation means? Now you can Google the word probation. Probation means a time of testing. That's all the word probation means. You're in a period of testing. As long as you're in a period of testing, you're in probation. But inspiration says, now follow, she says the Sabbath will be the great test of loyalty when this final test comes. Question then. Question. If the Sabbath, Sunday law, is my final test. Question. After that test, is there any more testing?
No.
Follow. If there's no more testing after the Sabbath test, what do we call that point after I pass through the Sabbath test and I make my decision? What do you call my condition now? Is my probation open or is my probation closed?
Closed.
Amen. Glory. You got it. So what is the test that closes my probation?
Sabbath test.
Sabbath test.